Hi, aloha. I did press record. I was just checking because I'm taking more time before these. So previously I was just doing my one breath, and now I'm kind of getting gently guided to breathe a little bit more before, to have intention to kind of raise up a little bit, cool in my higher self, universal source energy, my angels for assistance. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I'm just doing this as I'm doing it. Playing it out. I'm going to stop saying working it out because I don't think we came here to work. I don't think we came here to suffer. I don't think we came here to do it the hard way. I don't think we came here to perpetuate trauma cycles to grow. Even though we do grow from it, it can take lifetimes. I actually think there's a new model that we're turning to. I think we're choosing something better. Hang on, I'm just going to get a bit more light in here. One moment. Ah! Where'd I go? Where'd I go? Is that better? Oh, maybe that's too much light. Ah. What are you doing, Kay? You should just left it. Okay, I have half a head. Let me fix that. Half a head. Okay, will that do? Okay, is that too bright? Let there be light. Let there be light. No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll work with that because it's the clouds are coming over anyway. It's just it seemed a bit dull, and I had my sarong covering half the window. And then as soon as I moved the sarong out the way, the veil, oh, the sun came out. Okay, this is all part of it. I'm going to have to leave this in, aren't I? Maybe I can cut out a little bit of the kerfuffle. I don't know. Maybe the kerfuffle is part of it. We'll see. Okay, I'm just going to try and be calm. So being calm is a key. Calm is a key. And maybe that's why a lot of us have been stuck in the world. I feel like actually I just want to change the camera a little bit more. Just up a little bit. Is that better? Is that better? I don't know. I'm just centering myself. See, everything that happens in life is part of the bigger story. Take note. Take note of even things like me. I'm like, I want a center. I want to be in the center. That's not just me wanting to be in the center of the camera. It's like, I want to be centered in myself, in my life, in balance. And I've realized that's what I've been doing for a while now, is just finding my feet, finding my foothold. It's taken me 51 years to do so, and I'm still fidgeting like a 5-year-old. I think I heard something somewhere from someone that from your awakening, that's how old you are. Even though, and I thought, well, I had one about 5 years ago, so that'll make me 5 years old. So I'm being quite accurate by saying I'm fidgeting like a 5-year-old. But there's been multiple what you might call awakenings. And over time, like in increments, and then what seems to happen is there's something massive and profound will happen in this expansion, and then it kind of ebbs back down, and then there's a flow. Oh my goodness, it's like a breath. Are our lives like following suit with the breath? So things go out, things come in. A rhythm, a cycle. I mean, that comes up often in a lot of teachings, doesn't it? The ebb and flow, the breath. That's why, is that why the breath's so important in life? Because not only is it a breath, it's a life breath, like the universe breathing. And I wonder if we all swap notes, whether it's all at the same time. So we're all ebbing and flowing in unison. But we just don't know it because we're not checking in with each other. Maybe we should do that and just see why, how is what is happening to me happening to you also? How do we know that? Because we're not. Are we checking in? I don't really want to start a survey. We just had to do the census recently and give all information. I'm like, that's too much information. There's too much control going on in the system of control. And as I've said before, system of control is out of control. No, 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 no. That's my chorus of a song that I haven't finished writing yet, but it's just, I only know that bit at this point. I have a few other words that I might add to it later. But even that, why are we here? Why are we here? What is the point? That keeps coming back to me. And as I'm looking at the world that we've created, it's a co-creation. Whether we want to admit to it or not, we're all part of the co-creation process. And often what's happening is we are giving away our creative power, and by default just allowing, like we're allowing things, and we're consenting by default. This keeps coming up through many of my little vids. We are consenting by not turning our attention away from it. So when we're, oh my goodness, that heart is there again. Oh, but it's this time, it's on my plant pot. Beautiful pink heart. Now it's not just there, it is coming from, I've got a sun catcher in the window, but until yesterday, I've never seen the heart. And then the heart was on my little computer drive, the little box thing. And I did turn the camera so you could see it, so you knew I wasn't just saying it. And now it's on my plant pot. But months, like I've had that sun catcher for at least 6 months or longer, and I've never seen it shining. It's beautiful. Anyway, let me not get distracted. This is the Care Segue Show, so I might get distracted actually. So what am I saying? We do give our power away, our creation power. We are allowing creation to create by default, because if we're not doing it consciously, we're doing it unconsciously. And if we're getting caught up watching the news, watching negatively polarized movies, shows, reading books that are showing quite a bleak outlook of the future, like even 1984, oh my goodness, a lot of people have reference to that for where we are now. But if we keep our attention on that, now I have read it a couple of times. I read it, I think it was one of the books we had to read in school, in high school, which is pretty harsh. It's pretty horrible. It's very bleak. I don't think it's a good idea to read it, to be honest. And then I read it again later. And again, it upset me. It caused me to go into fear. I think I cried. Probably did cry. But then after the 2020 sort of shock to the world system, the slap to the face that we all had, which woke a lot of people up hugely, I went, you know what, I'm just going to read it so I can understand where we're going, where we're at. Ooh, no, because I started reading, I went, do I want this? Do I want to give my energy to this potential reality? And I chose no, so I put the book down. I did not let my curiosity kill my inner cat, so to speak. What am I saying? As we are all realizing where our attention goes, energy flows, and whatever we're looking at grows. So we water things with our energy. Imagine yourself as a big watering can. Oh, actually, I have told this story before. Can I tell it again? I'm just going to tell it again. If you want to listen, stay around. If you don't, that's okay. It's all right. So imagine that all of us have a tap on our head. I'm trying. What does a tap look like? Anyway, a tap. Imagine a big tap on my head, and our taps are always turned on. So wherever you're turning your attention to, your head tap is watering, and whatever you're focused on is growing. So if you're actually looking at something that you don't like the depiction of war, crime, scarcity, lack, poverty, control, you might not like it, but because you're turned to it, you're actually watering it and growing it with your energy. And you're also, as I'm understanding, consenting by not turning away, by giving it your energy. You're actually consenting to it being in your reality, and it becomes a belief system that this is a potential in our world, in our life, in our reality experience. So when you do find yourself, if you can be conscious and aware enough, watering something that you might not want, don't panic. Just pause for a moment and ask yourself the question, do I want this in my reality experience? Even if you may not be directly affected by some of the worst things like the war and the horrendous crime, murders and the likes, because you are allowing that energy, our mass pool of collective quantum field energy stays more negatively polarized and lower, and therefore like your frequency, I have said this before, may be high enough that you won't have the very bad things happen to you, but because you're allowing the potential, someone else who was on a lower frequency may be susceptible to that trick trap. So as you pause and choose, like our choice is so important, turn your attention to even like the opposite. If I don't like that, okay, I'm going to turn from what I don't like to what I do like and even love, like a world that's peaceful, a world that is abundant, a world where everyone is held and supported, a world where people and life and animals and the forests and the earth are more important than any amount of money. I was telling my sister this the other day because she's kind of caught in the doing everything for everyone else first, even when she's in pain, not taking sick days when her body is screaming out to her to just stop. And a lot of us can get stuck in that and not turn to what it is we really want. I think I got kind of lost when I segued. What was I saying? I should stop flipping from one thing to the other, but I can't help it. I've just got to allow whatever's coming at the moment. So as we turn to this world out there, people are more important, where we care about people, where we don't care about money. Money doesn't even exist because we love and honor each other and can see also each other in each other, if that makes sense. The I am you and you am I. Oh, that's right. I was saying to my sister, you are worth more than all the money on the planet. All of it, the gazillions. If everyone pulled their money in a big pot, you are still worth more than that. And so are you. You're worth more, all the gazillions of dollars. Like the money isn't even real. It's not even real. It's just numbers and decimal points. It's not even real. And the real currency has always been our energy. So maybe it's time to shift that. Okay, and this is another thing that has come up because I was talking the other day about changing the world by our attention. So we do shift our attention, but as Bashar says, so if you haven't watched Bashar, I mentioned him a bit. He's one of my favorite teachers. I've got a lot of favorite teachers, actually. There's so many amazing, beautiful people doing wonderful, beautiful things. You do not change the world you're on. You shift incrementally through your frequency to the dimensional version of Earth that already exists. So there is a dimensional version of Earth that is already in peace, harmony, already doesn't have money, already has everybody working together, or sorry, not working, playing together. And even if that playing means building buildings, creating roads, whatever that is, it's still playing, creating, building. Let's kind of ease away from the working, the doing, to the playing, being, and we can still create wonderful, beautiful things. That's why we're here, for the experience of it, not the final product, but the actual immersing in the building of the thing. It's like a child when they're playing. My youngest is really into Lego now. So we've been getting him Lego packs and he just loves it. And it's not the having of it, it's the building of it. And he keeps unbuilding it to rebuild it again. So it is the actual process of the experience that holds the value, not the end product. Oh, my heart's moved back onto the computer box. That's so beautiful. Wow. I can't believe that I didn't see that before. Or did I not see it? Or was it just not there until now? I don't know. Okay, so back to Basha. Basha's concept is you don't change the world you're in, you move by your frequency, by your choices, which affect your belief systems, what you believe to be true. It's very important because only what you believe can happen in your reality can happen, because if you don't believe it, you've closed it off, shut it off. So if I am to now kind of, oh, who's trying to shut me up? Who is attacking my throat chakra? Let's not do that. Okay, so if we are to understand that this reality experience is multidimensional and there are an infinite potential of different earth realities, and there is an earth reality where we're all living blissfully in harmony, in peace, in abundance, healthily, happily, in joy. That's already there, right? So how do we get there? So we're not making it here. We're not changing this world. We are turning our attention and tuning our frequency to the world that's already in a dimensional version. Now, as I was thinking this morning, though, there is a problem. Houston, we have a problem. So I think we can offer anchor ourselves. Oh, Daryl anchor? Basha? Anchor. Anchor ourselves in this dimensional version because we don't want to leave people behind. But what if we don't have to? Well, we don't have to. What if we made a concerted effort, a conscious choice to create awareness so everyone everywhere knew that if they tuned their frequency and their attention to this dimensional version of Earth, we all move there, like no one left behind. Not a soul left behind. Is that Hakuna Matata? What is it in one of the cartoons? No one left behind. Is it, or was that in Lilo and Stitch? Oh, Hakuna Matata is no worries. Okay. So there's something else in Lilo and Stitch. I can't remember the terminology, but it was about nobody being left behind. If you know what that is, can you tell me? Tell me what that is. I've forgotten, but I know it and it's so beautiful. But what if we do amongst ourselves just get the awareness out there, like everyone, talk to your friends, put it through your own channels, like write about it, sing about it, make movies about it, until everyone everywhere knows. They know the secret. That's not really a secret because a lot of people know it. It was kind of buried for a while. That's something else I wrote. Are we burying the truth ourselves beneath the filters, layers of illusion? Because I've realized, with my realize, that as I have raised in my frequency, I have less filters. Like I've shed filters for myself, for who I am. So I am more me than I've ever been in my life. And I'm so me without apology now. And I'm wondering how much more me I can get. But you know what? I'm going to keep going and see. And through that, the filters and illusions in the world have also dropped. So I can see things I didn't see before. So there's something really important in that, and that is the raising of the frequency. But if I'm to get back to tuning into this world, like how beautiful, just even thinking about it. Can you imagine in this world? I can. I've imagined it a million times. So I know it's there because if it's in my mind and I've noted it, then it exists. So in this dimensional version of Earth, everyone has a beautiful home of their own. There's no mortgages anymore. There's no money. There's no banks. There's no governments. We are all in tune. We're actually telepathizing with each other. Telekinesis is not, it's not far out. How did you do that? Everyone's doing it. We are teleporting when we need to go places. What else? It's beautiful. The earth has regrown in its lushness. We live within, like cohabit within jungles, within forests. We have food forests everywhere. Apparently, we used to have food forests everywhere on our planet, and then over a small period of time, they were all decimated and replaced with agriculture, which requires bosses and ownership and workers and the likes. And this is where we're going, and this is something that's coming in numerous times now, and I know it's going to come in more. And it sounds like an oxymoron. The future is ancient. The future is ancient. And I think perhaps that's because we are returning to ourself, to our source, to our knowing, to our loving each other as each other, because we know that we're all connected. Why would I ever hurt you? Because if I hurt you, I'm hurting myself. And at this stage now, I can't look at anyone without seeing myself in them and knowing that we're all connected. So anyway, that is my thought for the day. And I would love if anybody would like to share their perspective, because we are co-creating. Like, I don't want to just talk and talk and talk. I would love to hear from other people what you've been thinking, what you've been conceptualizing, what messages you've got coming in, what packages of downloads are dropping into your psyche. So let me know. Let's kind of play this out together, because it is a joint project, this one. All of us are involved, whether you know it or not, whether you do it consciously or not. We're doing this together, this big, beautiful co-creation. So tell me what you think about the concept of not changing the world we're on, but tuning to and moving to, in our energy, the dimensional version of Earth that we do want. Okay, I'm going to go on that note. But wherever you are, I hope you're having a beautiful morning, arvo, evening. I love you so much, and I will pop back into Mars.